Hi guys, welcome back to Messy and Beautiful. I'm Sarah Jane. Thanks for joining me today for another video. I'm doing my May setup. I'm actually going to try and get this one uploaded in May. My other setup videos are still sitting there waiting to be edited. I think I've said this in every video I've recorded since about February, that I will catch up with myself at some point, but I've been really busy recently, and I'll talk to you more about that as we go through. The first thing that you might notice is that I have a bit of a different setup from my Moterm cover at the start of the year. My planner's getting too chunky for that cover. It will still do up, but I don't want to stretch it too much because I really like the look and feel of it. So I kind of want to keep it like as new and nice as possible. And you haven't seen it because it's still sitting in my queue to be edited, but I got another cover on a D-stash that's a Foxy Fix one, but that's actually ended up on my business planner. So I've changed things up a little bit. So I've got a little planner band that I've made to go around it, which I made with some Once More With Love ribbon that I had sitting in my drawer. And then I have got a pen pouch from Simply Gilded that's got in it like one of those grey purpley coloured highlighters, two blends because they're my pens at the moment. One's a 0.7, one's a 0.5. I actually prefer the 0.7, but I could only get 0.5 when I bought a couple more, so I've got 0.5 going forward. And then I've got the oil-based pen in a pen loop at the minute. The pen loop I got from Gretel Creates a long time ago. I don't know if she still sells them or not, because these like microperm pens write on all kinds of stickers, and I'm trying to work my way through like my Happy Scrappy kits and my Simply Gilded kits and stuff, and they need that sort of pen. Plus that fits in the pen loop better than the blend does, so that's the only reason that's in there. And then the cover I've put on, so the like Lauren Phelps cover's still on here, and then I've made this like jelly cover to put over the top. And I've done it deliberately too big, so you can see at the back that there's a lot of room. So as my planner grows, there'll still be space for this to go all the way around my planner. And then in the back, I've made like just a little like secretarial pocket on there. And then I've just got some sticky notes and my like functional stickers that I do have in the shop at the moment for now. But I use quite a lot in my setup, but I appreciate you haven't seen any of my setups yet. So this is probably a new experience for you. I think I've taken you through one and uploaded that maybe last month. I'm just gonna have a sip of tea. But I've never actually done one on camera that you have seen. So I have done them, just not edited them. I've pulled a whole stack of stuff. I've got a couple of Happy Planner sticker books. I've got some scrap paper. I've got two of my sticker folders. Oh, sorry about the noise. Because I've got a load of this like cherry blossom kit from Happy Scrappy that's really old. I've got like a little box of stickers that's got some like little bunnies in it. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. Some packs of florals. I've got die cuts. I basically have no idea what I do when I start this process. And I just pull stuff from my stash and leave it in a pile and then go, oh, I'll use that, I'll use that. So I've got some like different journal cards. I punched those because I used them in a different planner, but I pulled them out because I got rid of the planner. Some quote stickers from Tilly Journals and Inky Bajinky that I bought at the Palentine's Festival. I keep calling it a festival because that was supposed to be the theme, although I'm not entirely sure how it was festival themed now I think about it, but never mind. Anyway, and then I've got some like 6x6 papers in two varieties just because I don't really know what I'm going to use. Loads of vellum, and I pulled these first and then I went, oh actually I have a whole folder of the stuff that this is kind of what I use in my setup. And then I've got like my little box from the Grumpy Tortoise. The other half of it is being used for something else for my shop at the minute, but I usually have the lid on it, and it's got all my like setup stickers and stuff in it. So I normally start in here and then kind of go from there. So I'm just going to shove all this stuff back where I got it from on the other side of my desk, and I'm going to get started. I roughly know how I use my Stalogy now. I've been using it for a little while. I'm 4 months in. Where did April go? So I know roughly how I use it. The only difficulty I've got is I've literally got stuff everywhere at the minute. I'm just going to start pulling things out as I talk to you. I've got stuff all over my house at the moment because we've been decorating our living room. And I mean, I'm messy anyway, like there's stuff everywhere anyway, because that's just kind of who I am. I like to leave piles of crap everywhere, as my husband would call it. Not deliberately, just like starting projects. I'm just rooting through the box. You probably can't see what I'm doing, sorry. Yeah, just started projects and like, oh, I'll finish that in a little while, and then I never really finish it, and you know, I'll be like, oh, I'm looking for May, that's the one I want. So yeah, I don't know how I've ended up with a March one of those. I think I had two. Does that one fit? It's a little bit small. It will do. Oh, they're the ones I cut too small. That's why, because I've got another set. These are a printable from Hourglass Planners. And I cut the first batch too small, so I printed them again and redid it. Right, so yeah, I've got stuff all over the house. And I've lost my Coffee Monsters Co-Pencil case that has, and I'm still looking around my room trying to find it, my clean colour dot pens in it, my ruler in it, and loads of my like everyday supplies, and I kind of carry it around with me. And in the chaos that is my house and my shed, because actually even looking around in here, I only tidied it up like a week ago and it's now a mess again. I've been struggling to keep track of things and life generally. Yeah, I'm a bit emotional as well, because I was supposed to be going on holiday tomorrow with my husband. It's the only holiday we were going to get together as a family, the four of us. We had grandparents going, so we had some help on hand, and today my daughter got chickenpox. So I am no longer going. I am staying at home with the kids, and my husband's going on his own. And you could probably hear me getting a bit teary about it. So yeah, I'm a bit like, what can I do with myself? I know I'll come and do my planner, because this just helps make me, you know, clear my brain and make me feel a bit better. And I'm kind of hoping that I can surprise him a little bit when he gets home from the holiday, with the house being a bit tidier and a bit more under control. But I've obviously got to juggle the two kids at the same time. I'm just chatting and I'm not actually doing anything. I keep doing this in these kinds of videos. This is why they take me so blooming long. Yeah, so I have pulled a Shine Sticker Studio calendar sticker that I've been using every month. And I'm just trying to pick a paper that I like for the background. That one's got similar colours. Yeah, so yeah, I'm all over the place mentally at the minute. Things were going pretty well. We were really excited by the holiday. I am going on holiday later in the year, but my husband can't come because he can't get the time off work. Because that's a holiday with my family. Yeah, so I'm like an emotional mess today. I've been crying a lot, I'm not going to lie. My husband's really good. He's like, oh, I'll stay at home and I'll help you look after the kids and stuff. And I'm like, your parents have paid for this holiday. Like, you need a holiday, because he really does need a holiday. He's been working really hard and been studying for like a university course thing to do with his job. And it's just, quite like that. Yeah, so he also really needs a holiday. We kind of all did, and that was why we were going. I've just ripped that right down the middle. And now we can't. So yeah, I know, like, I don't know if his mum's had chickenpox or not. She doesn't know, she can't remember, she thinks she has, but we're just not going to take the risk. And inevitably my baby's going to get it as well. So yeah, I'm just a bit like at the moment. Right, I've also pulled out loads of washi tapes because I wasn't really sure what I was doing. So I went for Simply Gilded kind of colours of the flowers around the back of this sticker. More Simply Gilded. That's just like one of those ones that you buy from wherever. I don't know where that's from, but that's got like bikes and stuff on it and watering cans, and it felt kind of spring-like. And then some of the like cherry blossom flowers. That one's one ton in a million. I used some of these in my setup last month. I think I'm going to go for this because it's got the bike on it, because I've actually got some more stickers and die cuts with bikes on them. So I'm kind of going down that route this time. And I actually think, which one do we think out of the blue? I think the lighter blue. I think that one goes better. That goes quite well though, doesn't it? Because it's got all 3 colours. I know it's like the Aloha one, but like, right, I'm going to just keep those to one side. I think I'll probably go down that road. Leave those over there because I don't think I'm going to use those. I've even got like a stack of washi tape in front of me that I just don't put stuff away, do I? I really need to learn to put things away. The only problem with using 6x6 paper is that it does not fit in my B6, and so I end up every month kind of fashioning a sort of thing. That looks all right. I feel like I need something pink. Something pink. Bit busy. Yeah, so I end up fashioning a piece of paper to fit, if you like, or I stick down a whole sheet. I quite like that too. Rainbow's my thing. Oh, where's those pads gone? Where have I put those paper pads? This is how I also end up in a mess, is that I shift stuff around and I forget where I put it. I've been going on for about 25 minutes already, haven't I? I feel like I have. I'm really sorry that I ramble. That's cute. That's pink. But if you've seen me before, you know that about me. But I'm very good at losing my train of thought as well, because planning and thinking and talking all at the same time is not my forte. Too busy. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I know in my last video I cut the, like, that's quite cute. Kind of reminds me of like a picnic blanket. It's a bit busy. It hurts my eyes a little bit. Ooh, so does that. Oh, the dotty one. Yeah, in my last video I sort of chopped off half my planner, but I didn't have time to go back and refilm it, and I was like, do you know what, I'm just going to upload it anyway. Like, you get me as you get me, don't you, warts and all. Like, I think that's quite nice actually, because that's quite plain, which doesn't hurt my eyes quite as much as some of these other papers. It doesn't help that the light's really bright, of course. I don't normally look at my planner in such bright lights. So, could I pick out the orange or the blue? Maybe I don't like that. Maybe I'm going to go back to that pink. Ah, somebody help me. I wish sometimes that someone could go, yep, I like that, and I could actually hear you. Do you shout at the telly? Tell me if you shout at the telly in the comments, because I shout at the telly all the time. You know, when people are going, oh, shall I use this? Shall I use that? I'm like, use that one, use that one, use that one. Oh, crikey. This is why I came on to plan, because like, I'm just distracting myself. I'm going with this. I'm doing it. Let's get on with something, Sarah, because otherwise we'll be here forever. I am doing this. Okay. So, get my trusty paper trimmer out. The other problem I've got with my Stalogy is I'm now at that point where everything curves around the corner, and I go, do I just go to the, like, bit of the page, or do I go right to the edge, or, you know, like, where it curves round, do I just kind of do the top bit or not? I don't know. But I try and still cover the whole page, because otherwise I think it's going to end up getting more and more slanted. I don't know for sure. I've not had a Stalogy before. Right. This is why I bought that Tim Holtz mat as well, if you saw that haul. I literally cannot remember what I've uploaded and what I haven't. With the, like, the glass cutting mat thing, I can't use it with my lights because you can't see a thing. Have I got a tape runner in here? Must have. Here's one. You can't, like, my lights reflect back off the glass, so I can't really use it for filming. which is a shame because I love it. And it does give me like a workspace that doesn't get all the stuff like, you know, encroaching on your space. Because I don't know how other people plan, but I literally end up with a desk full of crap at the end of it. And 90% of the time I don't put it away afterwards. Right, are you going to shout at the telly and tell me you can't see me now? Hold on. I don't have a viewfinder, so I literally have to get up and have a look. Yeah, we're good. Right. I haven't put enough tape on that, but hopefully when I put, because I put a tip in, I put this in every month. So when I put that in, the tape will hold that down. But yeah, so yeah, I'm unhappy about holiday. I am going to keep going before I lose my track of what I was doing. I have a house of chaos where we've been decorating the living room, which is almost done. We've just got to find some curtains and curtain poles and get a new carpet, and then we're done. Oh, and order a fireplace because we've ripped out the fireplace for a new one too. We bought like a proper old people's house, so we are fixing it up, modernising it, making it look a bit nicer. Well, more to our taste, because it wasn't, you know, unpleasant. It was their taste, not our taste. Go like that, that'll do. Yeah, so we've been doing that, and we've been putting it off and off and off and off because it's quite a big room compared to the other rooms in our house. Oh, bollocks. Now I've broke my tape runner. Right. There's like a whole thing of tape on here as well. That's really annoying. I'm going to do what I do, lose my temper, and fix it. Right, so I've just cut the tape, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to get hold of it, and I'm going to pull. Right, not my day. It's not my day. I saw loads of magpies yesterday that were all single magpies. And you remember that old, like, one for sorrow, two for joy business? Like, I literally kept seeing them, and I was like, one for sorrow, one for sorrow, one for sorrow, one for sorrow. And then this morning, when my daughter came in my bedroom, I was like, that's why. Thank you, universe, for that. Oh, I'm all sticky now. That is what I do with a tape runner if it breaks. I snap the tape and I pull and just use it as like glue, if you like. I am now covered in the stuff though. Which way up did I have this? Might have been that way. I'm going here like this. And right. And then sticker down. Once I get over this first page, I do tend to speed up a little bit because I know roughly like my order of pages and what I use it for and that kind of thing, because I've been doing it, like I said, for a little while now. Now, do I want yellow or blue or this funny, all the colours one? She says thrown across the table. I don't need the skinny ones. I need a chunky one. I wonder if that's too much blue. Let's try it. Let's try it and see. I might be going blue. This is one of my favourite tapes as well. I love this washi tape from Simply Gilded. This is one of the colours that I use a lot. Right, I don't like that. I think that's too busy. The other problem I have in a Stalogy is that I put washi tape down and then I struggle to peel it off without ripping the pages, and I find that if you just saw what I did, maybe I'll show you on the next piece because I'm going to test the yellow as well, then that's the only way I've found that I can take it up without ripping it, and sometimes I still rip it. Yeah, I think that yellow's too bright too. I need more of like a creamy yellow, but I don't think I've actually got anything like that because I don't really use yellow in my planning. It's not one of my colours. Right, I've got a washi card in the front that I can get to. She says those pockets are the Lauren Phelps ones. They're not ones that I made on the front. And I've just ripped the edge of the page. Let's see, I've ripped the paper. Like, how did I manage that? It's because I'm rushing it, isn't it? I just want to get it done. And I don't want to be on camera forever, because I do actually want to go and see my husband this evening before he goes off on holiday tomorrow, the lucky bugger. Yeah. I moped this morning. I properly moped for about 2 hours. Which for me is probably a good thing, because I'm not someone who like feels my emotions. I just kind of sweep them under the carpet, carry on sort of thing. This vinyl's from the Grumpy Tortoise. The transfer paper pulls up the paper. I've said this in every video I've filmed to show you, and yet I have not actually edited and got them uploaded for you to watch. Yeah, so I properly moped. I properly cried. Like, I cried and cried and cried and cried and cried for a long time. And then I went, right, what can I do to fix this? What can I do to make this better? This is me going through therapy steps and like, what can I control sort of situation. So I went to the library and I got my daughter out a load of books, because my husband was at home with the kids today, so I could go out and do stuff while she stayed at home. So I went to the library, I got her a load of books to read, because she's just started reading, like properly reading, words in books rather than just picture books, you know, or me reading to her. So I picked up loads of ones that she would be able to read. Then I went to the works and I bought a few craft kits and that kind of thing. Then I went food shopping, and then I had to go and pick up the travel cot from my mum's, because I'm going to put that in my bedroom in case my baby gets it and doesn't sleep. So I've kind of done this whole day of like, I'm going back into lockdown, and mentally I feel like I'm going back into lockdown. I am just going to flip back to April and see what else I did. Just a little sticker and a bit of washi. Yeah, so I like mentally I'm going back into lockdown, and that I'm going to be stuck at home for a week. I feel like I want one of these on here this time. I can do anything. I feel like tomorrow is a new day is a really good one for me. Do I want tomorrow is a new day? No, I want I can do anything, because I can do anything. I'm just going to do this and put that down there. And I might add some more stickers and stuff depending on how I feel a bit later. Right, so the next page is my May cover page. And where's my... Doing it already, look. I don't throw things in the bin. I chuck them in front of me. And I have a bin there. It's like an arm's reach away. I've also got one behind me in the other direction. Like, just crazy. Anyway, yeah. Forgotten what I was doing. This one. So, I've got my May cover sheet, and I'll tip that in when I've done this page. And then this page I kind of just play with. So like if I show you, if you saw my last video, you would have seen April. This was my favourite tape that I was going on about, that I'm getting nervous about using all of it. But I've just put a quote and a like picture sticker in. I've got kind of the bike thing going on. These are just all, don't know how that ended up in there. Loads of die cuts I've got. I like this one, Road to Happiness. That's quite cute. But look, I've got like tons of bikes for some weird reason. I've got like a little French set, table set, Shine Bright. Shine Bright. Oh, that's got an acorn on it. I don't really want to use that. This is a lot of pink. Pink's clearly a thing. Right, I need some blue on here, don't I? Right, and then I'm going to grab my trusty box of die cuts and just have a look through my vinyls and see if there's anything in here I fancy. Smile. That's quite cute. That's a Grumpy Tortoise one that we got given at the planner event for like putting on cups and stuff, but you know, it's what I've got left. I'm going to stick it in a book. That's a Grumpy Tortoise one as well. That one's still pink, but I do like it. There's a dark blue flower. That's one I made. I also pulled out loads of like mermaidy stuff from my stash because I noticed when I was kind of, time to spill the planner tea, going through things, that my stuff for next month is going to be mermaidy, yeah, because there's one sticker that's like for June with a mermaid on it. Cute. You can see I've like got a little bit obsessed with die cuts and stuff. I've also started shopping again. My baby hasn't been sleeping. I've been grumpy. I've been up all night, and in the middle of the night I buy myself stuff. Because I buy hope that at some point I will be able to, there's loads and loads and loads in here, isn't there? I will be able to do the things that I would like to do. That's not to say anything bad about my kids, because I love them. Love them, love them, love them. And I love being with them. And do you know what? I even, most of the time, I don't mind being up all night with them when they need it. It's just when it's like 3 or 4 nights in a row, it's really, really tough. As I'm sure if you have little ones or had little ones at some point that are now, you know, a bit more grown up, then you will remember, I am sure, how hard it is. Life gets unclear. Adjust your focus. Thank you. Plan, inspire, create. One day at a time. Right, I think that'll do. Oh, I've got that Parisian set from Simply Gilded too. That matches the bike thing, doesn't it? Has this got bikes in it? Is that this one? Bit strange I've kept it in the packet. Or maybe I've used it. They're cute though, so they're a maybe. Because that kind of goes with the little... Where's it gone? Ah, stuff. Right, I need some blue, don't I? I like that blue flower. Right, little bunny. I think I'm gonna do some combination of this. Do you find that you ever get a song stuck in your head when you're planning and you just can't get it out of your head? I currently have a Bowling for Soup song in my head, and it's one of my favourites, but it is driving me crazy. I need that piece of transfer tape. Where did I put it? In the bin. Did I put it in the bin? As if I put it in the bin. Right, it's got to be here somewhere. I've lost it. I'll tell you what, I'll nick the bit off the top of here if I can, because any old piece will do. Yeah, and I've got this song stuck in my head, and even like sitting here now, I'm like, I want to start singing it, but trust me when I say you do not want to hear me sing. I am one of the worst singers in the entire world. I just heard the clock go and I'm like, oh my god, how is that the time? We've got like a church behind us, so I get the bells, church bells ringing to tell me what the time is. Oh, peanuts. See, don't stop singing, Sarah. Like, the other reason I'm doing this now is that, of course, all my stuff's in the shed, and if I want to film it, I have to come out here, and I don't really want to come out here when my husband's away and my kids are in the house by themselves. So that is the other reason. That I just kind of want to get it done. I need to get it done in one night. I can't come back to it because tonight is my last night. It's now or never, so they say. Right, where's my tape? Oh, what? I like it. I'm going to do it. Get rid of that. She says, tearing it in two. I'm going to put that down there. I've literally ripped this sticker as I took it off the back in. Like, if you want to come see me for a bit of planner comedy of like screwing things up, then you're in the right place. Because I don't edit out my mistakes. I might need to do this with Pritt Stick, but we'll give it a try. Yeah, I was saying about having a song stuck in my head as well. But it's called Get Happy, in case you're wondering. I normally have like kids songs stuck in my head, you know, like the real crap they learn at nursery, or like watch on telly and it's in a program or something or other. Like my daughter's currently obsessed with Turning Red, and she keeps singing the song from Turning Red. She's too little for Turning Red to like fully understand it, but she watches it, she enjoys it, so I let her, because what's the harm? She's got to learn about it all one day, isn't she? She's a girl after all. Yeah, and like I now find myself singing it all the time, and I'm like, I don't even know this song, like why am I singing it? And I kept going, I don't know what it sounds like, I don't know what it sounds like. And to me, it sounds like a Coldplay song. But there you go. I've only just realised that when I've been talking to you now. I hope you don't mind me chatting random rubbish, because that is what I do. Oh, I need to do my giveaway as well, don't I? Because that's closing today or tomorrow. I would say go and enter if you haven't already, but you currently can't because it's going to close before this video goes up. I want this somewhere. I'm going to put you there. There we go. Die cuts was the worst thing to pick when you take runner breaks, isn't it? But I refuse to throw it in the bin. I've taken up art journaling as well, is my new thing. The other reason I'm shopping a lot, because the whole point of art journaling, at least to me, was to use up my art supplies, because I used to, like, I did A-level art, and, you know, I was, like, quite artsy. I did drawing, painting, I've done painting courses, like, just for fun. You know, I'm that sort of person when it comes to, like, the creative stuff, because I have a very, I don't want to say intellectual, academic job. I have a very academic job. So it looks like cobwebs on the bike. So I have loads and loads of art supplies from where I used to do all this stuff, and like they were expensive, so I've never got rid of them. And I was like, oh, that's a good way for me to use some of them. Like, I'll start doing that. But then, of course, you watch a YouTube video and then it makes you want something. And then you watch another one and then that makes you want something else and something else and something else. And then the next thing you know, this is like screwing up now because it's all getting trapped around the bottom of the thingy. Pull that off. Start again. I'm using, you probably use this twice as fast doing it this way, but because of course it's not as accurate and you get yourself in a right sticky mess. However, means I don't have to throw out a whole tape runner. Yeah, so like the whole point was for me to use up my art supplies, but then I forgot how much I loved art supplies on top of like stickers and washi tape, and so I've been shopping. I have been shopping D-stashes though, like scrapbook D-stash pages and art journal D-stash pages, and I've picked up some mega bargains, but I have also bought some stuff brand new. So when that arrives, I get to play with that too. I don't really know whether to show any of that stuff on here because I've kind of always just done planning. This is going to be tricky. I need this. So I just use like sellotape. It's a matte sellotape. The only reason I use this is that I won it in a Grumpy Tortoise giveaway, and I have been using it ever since. I'm probably going to edit this video less than normal because up to now I might have been chatting, but I don't think I'm doing too badly. I'm just tipping this in. I'm sure you've seen this done a million times before as well, particularly if you're in a Stalogy, you probably do this sort of thing already. I love doing this bit, like the setup. This is probably my favourite bit about using a Stalogy, is this monthly setup, because I get to just have a bit of fun and play, which was kind of the appeal of the art journal thing for me, as well as using up the art supplies that I have, and like the mixed media stuff that I already have, like the 2 tubs of gesso I bought for an A-level art project, and like the set of watercolours I've got from a painting course I did, and like it was in the interest of using that stuff, but it also means that I've got a bit of sellotape stuck to my finger in case you wonder what I'm doing, but it also means that I get to do this like self-expression thing. It's the only problem with the Stalogy getting fatter is that stuff hangs off the edge. Then I should have cut that down, but I couldn't be bothered. Don't really want to trim it because I like the pattern going all the way to the edge. I came out here at like 8 o'clock going, oh, I'll be done by 9. Like, it's already gone 9. I spent more time pulling stuff out of my stash than actually doing anything. Right, so my next couple of pages are my kids, and I like to do like a little memory keeping thing about my children. I normally like to pick like a kiddie style like washi tape for this. I don't think I've pulled any. Hold on. I don't think I pulled any out there. Like spring and kiddie. I might use this. I've just seen this on the side. I'm like, that's pretty, isn't it? Although, not very sticky. I'm now going, it's a bit boring, isn't it? I want something fun. This is quite fun. I think this is one of those paper-backed. Yeah, it is. Right, but that's cute, isn't it? Maybe just at the bottom and then like a thinner one at the top. That's a bit sticky on that end, so I'm just gonna trim that off. Stop my pages getting stuck together. And I'm gonna go here, down to here. There's a sticker on this to hold it together. Let's pull that off. That's why that bit was sticky. And there's another bit this end. yeah, I'd planned to do like loads of designing and stuff when I was on holiday as well for the shop. And of course that's not going to happen now. So I don't know when I'm going to get to do it. And I've got the Midlands meet this month as well, so I'm starting to get very apprehensive. It's not the words I would normally choose about having a live stall. And like people seeing, talking to me about my stuff and, you know, whether they like it and like how I'm going to set it all up and whether I've got enough products and all of this stuff. And I've got so many ideas and I've had so much stuff delivered because I've got all the ideas and none of the time. I'm hoping that I can actually get it done for the Midlands meet. That's a really crappily put down piece of washi tape. But I'm kind of... It is going to annoy me, isn't it? Because it is really bad. It's too short for a start. Can I get it up? Right. See? Ripped the paper. Ripped the paper. It's incredibly see-through stuff. It's one of these like pet tape. I think they call it pet tape. With the backing on. Bollocks. One thing I've never been able to do is stick things on straight either. That's always been my problem. Right back to when I used to PR for Zoe, who is now Plannerberry. Her shop at the time was Peachy Princess Co. And I just remember, like, every video I did, I was like, I can't stick things on straight, sorry Zoe. Like, I can't stick things on straight, sorry. Like, and I'm still like that now. I'm just fashioning a little bit to go on the end so I don't have to pull this piece up as well because I cut it too short. I do have one of them like ceramic cutter things. Maybe I'll do that next time. She says about to do the same thing again and just go, pick up my scissors. Mind you, if I stick it down and it's too short, then I can use one of those. Sorry, I keep coughing. It's cold out here. I'm feeling a bit snotty. I'm also absolutely paranoid about chickenpox. And I know it's really, really stupid because once you've had it, you don't get it again. But I have had it twice. I had it as a baby and I had it when I was about 7. I have also had shingles in my life. So chickenpox puts me on edge that I am going to get sick as well. And if my husband is not here to help me, I'm panicking about like how I'm going to cope. I know I will cope because I have to, but I feel like I want something at the top, but I don't know what. I like this little one. Are you a sticker? Are you a sticker? Yes, you're a sticker. I don't think this shop exists anymore. Or if you do and you're watching, I'm very sorry. I don't think it is a sticker. I think it's just a really, really, really flaky piece of card. Yeah. Well, I buggered that up, didn't I? Like, oh, crikey. I feel like that's the theme of this video, isn't it? Oh, I buggered that up. Like, I buggered that up. Another 15 minutes has gone by and I think all I've done is put down some more washi tape. Right, one. This is a cardboard one as well. I'm now going, but it's the Hello Kitty thing, but yeah, I'm going to do it anyway because I like it. I like to put in photos on this bit as well of my kids and do a... How the blinking hell is it 10 o'clock? Right. means I've been filming for about an hour, maybe, at least 45 minutes, and I'm on page 2. Oh, goodness me. Right. I need something pink. Is that pink enough? Yeah, that's pink enough. That'll do. Oh no, I've got a proper pink one there. Hold on. Can I reach? Without having to... Oh. Proper pink. There we go. Yeah, so this page is kind of my memory keeping about my kids, like what they've been up to, what their favourite things are. You know, like Charlotte started saying ba 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 ba, which is kind of the first real noise she's made that's not ah, which is really cute and I love it. So I'll probably like write that sort of stuff down in here. I'm looking for my letter book. There it is. So this is the fun alphabet sticker book from the Happy Planner. I want something pink. I've definitely used those before. They're very pink, aren't they? Maybe blue. Blue might look good, mightn't it? Rainbowy ones. Black. H-O-L. Nope. Haven't got enough. I can do Holly. I can't do Charlotte though because I've only got... Oh no, C-H. No A's. A-A. R. O-T-D-E. I can use this. Right. Oh, right. Who was first last month? Because I tend to swap them. Holly was first last month. So let's do Charlotte first this month. I'm spelling it out loud because I don't want to spell it wrong. Oh, all right. L O T. I'm going to run out of room because of course the page bends now. I forgot that bit, never mind. Like I kind of roughly got the idea of like where to put the letters to be in the middle of the page, but of course the middle of the page isn't the middle of the page anymore. So Charlotte's going to have to go off the curly bit. I'm stuck to my tape runner. And H O H O L L and Holly. I and my Holly. Right, what comes next? My productivity, not productivity, I call it the productivity thing. So I got this idea from Becky at Whoops I Did It Again Co, and then I made it my own. I am going to use this one to kind of go back to the bike theme. Because it is still spring, despite the fact it's got very, very gold. Again, I told my husband I'd only be out there an hour. I've got a ton of reading to do for a meeting I've got next week. And I haven't done any of it yet. And I'm starting to stress about it. And he's like, do that, it's more important, it's more important, it's more important. I know it's more important, but this is more fun. I need a ruler. Any old ruler will do because my usual ruler is lost in the abyss. I also normally use a cleaner, which is also in that pencil case. So I am going to use something else non-smudgy. That might be smudgy. That's definitely smudgy. That Erin Condren one's definitely smudgy. I'm going to use this Hobonichi pen. Right. Oh, this is difficult now. How many days in May? 31. Right. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, 27, 28, 29, 31 and the header. Right. I haven't got enough room for 31 days on this spread, so I'm just going to have to do 30, and then maybe I'll put the next one in, do I go right to the edge? Yes. In the next month. This is a really old ruler I've got, but it's a fun ruler because it's got like a little, like you can do a little wavy line with it. But I've had it forever. You know, I have all the fancy rulers and stuff, but actually, who gives a shit? It's a ruler. Oh. I didn't check if I go right to this edge either, but I can make that work. That's fine. So, I'll talk you through what I'm doing in a minute. So 4, 4, 4, 4, 4 and 3. Yep. Right. This is going to be right messy because I'm going to rush it. I'm only going to do half of it so you get the idea of what I'm doing. So that's going to be for the date. And then each one of these blocks holds 2 of my little stickers in the back. And in the back are things like I drank my water, I got my sleep, I took my tablets, I ate healthily, I cooked, I moved my feet, like walked or ran, or I don't run. I don't run. What else? I took a breath, stopped to take a breath, and what else? Oh, and or like weightlifting. Of which I also don't do anymore. I'm basically a mum, and the only exercise I get is carrying a baby and pushing a shopping trolley, and running around after a 4-year-old. Yeah, so I'm not going to do this whole page either. I'm just going to show you this bit. I have these little stickers, and I go along the top, and I give myself a score of 1, 2, 3, 4. Or 5, and each box holds 2 of my little stickers. So I go, I've been taking my medication, drank my water, I got 8 hours sleep, and I cooked dinner and it was healthy. So I've made it to like number 3. And if I add in more stickers, my goal is to get to number 5 consistently. And then down here I just do like 1st, 2nd, 3rd, like the date. And then I'll do the same thing on the other side. My goal is to get to 5 consistently, but I am not very good at that. If I'm completely honest, I'm just going to use a little bit of this weird like Art Deco-y one just because I've seen it sit in front of me. I think it's quite cute. And it'll fit down the bottom. So that's what I use this page for. It's kind of like my health tracker, if you like. And it's just an easy way for me to see whether I've made good choices for my physical health, because one thing I do not do is look after myself. I'm too busy looking after everybody else. Right, I did have like a weight page and I didn't bother with that last month because I'm not trying to lose weight. Mood log and gratitude. So this needs to be my mood log. And where's that funny one about gratitude? This one. I'm going to use this. And then I've just got to decide what tape to use. This? It's a bit rosy. I'm literally just picking out from what's in front of me because I can't be bothered to go hunting through my drawers. I'm going to use this rainbowy type one, I think. No, I'm not. Not that keen. What else have I got? Considering all the tapes I've got, I haven't got much choice in front of me. She says there's about 50 tapes in front of me. Mood. I think I'm going to use some of my Some Little Things ones. So just go a bit of tape along the top. In case you can't tell, I like putting tape across that bit at the top of my Stalogy because I don't need all this like what day of the week it is and business, because I do that myself with stickers. And I like to put it at the bottom as well just because I feel like it looks finished. Right, and then I'm gonna stick this down over here. I love the feel of her stickers, they're lovely. That's Plan Inspire Create again. And then this side I'm going to go pink. I'm going to put down this Some Little Things tape. I don't have many of hers, I've only got about 6 rolls of hers, so I really love them. But actually I feel like I have enough of it as well, like I've got enough for a bit of choice without it being excessive. Like Simply Gilded is excessive and the Coffee Monsters Co is heading that way. There's that gratitude thing there. Full of gratitude. I feel like I've kind of lost track of the bike thing, haven't I? I was going to use up all the bikes. Never mind. Right, my planner. I can do what I want. I think I've been saying that in every video as well, just to remind myself that it's my planner and I can do what I want. And whether I like it or not is all that matters. And even if I don't like it, I can turn a page. And I probably said that a million times over in the course of my YouTube life, but here we go. Full of gratitude. Now going, I wish I put that on the other side for a change. I'm going to put it that side. I normally always put something, sort of do left and right. But actually I feel like I want something there. So then, back to my trusty stickers. I'm never going to use those. I don't know why I keep hold of them. The light leopard print ones. Black's boring. Ooh, shiny. I think I looked at trying to do this one last time. MOODLOG. I could do mood log in it. Right, what I do when I start to run out of letters is I fashion them. So I make O's out of Q's. Do you do this just to try and get the most out of your like alpha sheets? Because I'm getting a bit croaky. Yeah, otherwise you're just left with the same letters all the time, like, and you get like 3/4 of the way through a sheet and it's just sat there doing nothing. And I loathe to throw stickers in the bin. I don't know why. It just feels wasteful. But then there's going to be letters, you know, that you're never going to use, like 6 Z's unless your name is Zoe, like, or you have a pet zebra or something, like, you know, or X, like you might use 1 or 2 of them. You're not. But I obviously use all the O's, all the L's, all the A's just because of my kids, and the like pages I set up. E's is another one that I run out of really quickly. But A's are easy to fashion out of V's, and O's are easy to fashion out of Q's. And at least this way, like Q is another one. Like they always give you about 6 of the things, and then they don't give you enough U's to go with it. And it's like, well, I don't know. I don't mean to offend anyone that's got a name that uses those letters. That's not my intention at all, just in case I have accidentally upset somebody. It's just not the letters I use, you know. Oh, what? Just get on straight, honestly. Look at this, like, every blooming time. Too far the other way now. That'll do. Right, mood log. And then, I don't even know if I've got enough stickers to do it. I only use my up sheets for me, because otherwise they just go to waste. I haven't got enough, but what I do is I make like a little constellation thing. So 1, 2, and I just dot them around wherever I like. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, maybe I've got enough, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Oh my god, I've got the exact right number. 30. Do you love it when stuff like that happens? I love it when stuff like that happens. 31. Right, and then I usually number them, but for the sake of speed I'm just going to do a little bit and then I'll show you again what I do. So I'm going to start here this time. No, I'm not going to start up there. So I do like a little constellation type thing. So I go, just draw lines between the 2 of them, and then I clean colour dot a key, and then I colour in the star for that mood for that day. But I'm not going to do that because I need to find my markers before I can do that. And I just literally just go around, draw lines. So every month it looks like a little constellation of stars. I just think it's fun. I like it. And I sell these little star stickers in the shop. But unless you do this, a kind of, you know, you could use them as bullet points, I suppose. But this was why I started selling them, because I thought, well, I've made them. But yeah, you get the idea. And then I'll just go round and continue the lines. And then this side, G, no R, no A. I've got a V, T, no T. Can't do gratitude in that. I could do it in rose gold though. That could be fun. Don't use a lot of foil. Do you use foil in your stickers and planning? I'm more of a character, like pastel-y type person than I am a foil person. In case you can't tell. Right. Oh, I've got no A's. I nearly swore then, like properly swore. I have no A's. So I am going to, I may have shown you this before. So I've got a V and I've got half a Z. And I'm going to chop a bit off of the Z. I'm going to use a bit of the Z to make the bar go in across the A. And it's not perfect, but it does the job. In fact, if I've got a little, this funny little ceramic cutter thing, you might even be able to get a bit more accurate with it too now. Let's give it a try. Ceramic cutter. Sharper than scissors, really? I think these were a lot of hype about nothing, to be honest. No, all that's done is just butcher it, look. That doesn't cut it at all. It's supposed to be sharp. I'm not sure it is. Go back to my scissors. I'll just chop a little extra off. And then, and you can use tweezers if you want to be really, really accurate, but hey, there we go. That'll do. A T, have I got a T? Well, I didn't check that first, did I? T. Just trying to think which one I'm not going to use the most of. I'm going to use an M because I need two T's, don't I? I'm going to use an M and I'm going to make a T. Right, you ready? It's about to get exciting. Right, I'm going there. Edge of my T. And then it's made me want another cup of tea. My poor husband's not going to get a look in tonight, is he? He's not going to see me. And he's going away till Wednesday. Lucky bugger. And then tea. There we go. There's a tea. Again, they don't look perfect because they're not like the letters themselves, but you get the idea. I have got an I. Right, chop the edge of the M for the base of the T. Chop the middle of the M off to get the other like crossbar bit. Don't need that. And then take the edge off, make it shorter, stick that on there, and then stick that on there. You not straight. Ugh. Right, you. T. because by doing that, it just means I can use up more of the letters that are left over. Right, and then again, clean colour dots. I normally do 2 different colour dots, and I go dot like every other line of one colour and then every other line of the other, and I just number them, and then I write down something that I'm grateful for every single day, just to try and lift my mood a little bit. Probably need to do a bit of gratitude journaling tonight, I think. Count my blessings, because I am still upset about holidays. Right, this one I am going to use. Did I use Plan Face last month? I don't think I did I? What did I use? Like a springy type one. I'm going to use Planner Face. I think I've used this before, but I see it and I like it, so I'm going to use it. This page is my brain tabs page, and if you saw my last video, you'll see I had to call it thought capture last time. But it's a brain dump page, but I don't like that phrase. I don't know why. And again, if you do, you do you. But for me, it's just not something I like having written down in my planner. So I call it my brain tabs. Because my husband always jokes that my brain has too many tabs open. And that my phone also has too many tabs open, because I start stuff, I don't finish stuff. Hence all the videos that need editing. I would love to catch up, I really would. Right, and then I want some stickers. This one says Dream Without Fear. I really like this. Don't rip the sticker. Right, there we go. There we go. Dream Without Fear. This one's a Grumpy Tortoise. And I like this one. Be as kind to yourself as you are to others. I'll put that one up there. And then, could have used those for something, couldn't I? Never mind. I just want some black, maybe, yeah. And we're just going to call it brain tabs. These are all the tabs of my brain. So basically, I get a post-it note if something comes to my head, and I write it on a post-it note and I stick it in here until I get to the point where I need to put it somewhere in my planner. I'm not the best at using my planner, if I'm honest. I rely an awful lot on my memory and doing things in my head, and like planning in my head. So I sort of picture my planner and plan it in my head. Does that make sense? I'm probably talking absolute nonsense now. But I get an idea for something and I'm like, right, I'm going to do this on this day, this on this day, this on that day. And sometimes I write it down and other times I don't. But I still try and stick to whatever I thought initially. And I think that I would really benefit from actually writing it down. I can hear my baby crying from out here. She must be screaming her head off. I've just got distracted by my baby. What was I saying? Yeah, my memory is quite amazing though, because I can like go back to my lists and just tick stuff off that I've done. Like, I don't know how I do it, to be honest with you. And I think that's it for my setup pages, because the next one I did was craft projects last month and I don't need another one of those. So there we go. That is me almost fully set up for May. And it's not the end of April yet, so go me, 28th of April, and I've actually set up my planner for next month. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed this. And it was a bit different for me as well. You're actually seeing me use and do stuff in my planner, and I'm hoping to keep going with more stuff like this as well as the haul videos, because I do like doing the stuff rather than just showing you my planner. if you did enjoy this video, then do hit the subscribe button down below. I would love to have you back. Thank you very much for listening to me ramble, and I do feel a little bit more cheery now, so thank you for if you have stayed to the end. Take care, everyone. Bye.